Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. This is not financial advice. I just hope you about your miss, baby, because it's about to get hot in the kitchen. So now, family, listen. I've been watching CNBC on my phone for a little bit. Reddit is actually going public today, and you can see the CEO right here. Let me tell you, this dude is pumped right now. Let me tell you why. He is about to get richer than he's ever been because his company is going public, aka all of the shares that he holds. He's going to be able to sell them off to other people. So he gets to get the cash and they get to get the shares. That's pretty much how that works. It's an initial public offering. But this one is different from ones that have been in the past. And let me tell you why. In the past, and it's not the first one, but in the past, a whole lot of IPOs have what they call a lockup period. Reddit does not have this lockup period, meaning imagine that you got some of Reddit shares and you bought it at the IPO. The people that owned it already, their shares could be locked up for like 6 months, a year, 3 months, whatever the agreement was. So then they couldn't dump them all on you, and just everybody who was an insider was just selling it at right when you want to buy it. With Reddit, there ain't no lockup period. So technically, everybody who already has it and they got 1 million shares or something like that, they get to sell them all on the first day. But hey, it is what it is, family. We shall see. Shout out to Texas, I see you. Shout out to everybody. I see the whole family rolling up. Baltimore, yo, Prez. I was watching your video, one of your videos. It might have been like a little bit ago, like maybe 3 days ago, 4 days ago, something like that, right? And then that live stream that you was doing with Lisa, and you really is from Baltimore, man. I could tell. I'm watching the show. It's called The Wire, right? You know what The Wire is. You from BMO, so I'm watching The Wire again. I had watched it in the past, and Prez, you definitely got the Baltimore accent, my definitely my dog though, for real. My dog. Arkansas. I don't know if Arkansas got an accent. So, family, this is what I'm thinking about today with everything going on. We already talked about how Bloomberg, and Reuters and everybody's talking about the Fed interest rates, right? So I wanted to show y'all that real quick. Let me just make sure that I got the right browser up. All right, boom. BOE, Hawks drop their pushes for hikes as rates remain 5.25%. This is all of the top news right now, still with the Fed rate hikes. So I want to say what I'm looking to do is I'm actually going to go to the SPY, again, ticker symbol SPY, and I'm honestly thinking about getting a more longer term call, right? A more longer term call option. So as it stands, Apple is going through a lawsuit, just so you know about that, with the Department of Justice. You said The Wire, the best show ever made. Yo, honestly, I might gotta agree to that. I really might have to agree to that. So let me go and see what I'm looking at, right? I was talking to Josh, Stocks with Josh last night, and Larry and Mo, and I was thinking about really looking at a SPY call option, right? For just under 550, right? Let me show you where we at right now. Ticker symbol SPY, again, SPNY. I don't want to hold this as a stock or as an ETF because the expense ratio is high. But I do want to look at it. However, I do know it's almost overbought on the RSI on the daily time frame. It's almost overbought. But I do know that I might put in maybe like $3,000 or something like that into a more longer term call option. Long Beach in the building. Shout out to Long Beach. Y'all know Snoop Dogg from there. I had went to Long Beach like last year, and I'm telling you, I was at this restaurant. It was like not even a restaurant. It was like a tea shop, right? Tea. And I'm seeing Snoop Dogg pictures everywhere. I'm like, yeah, definitely. I'm in the hometown hero out here. You know you old when you seen The Wire? Man, I'm watching it again, and it's even better than the first time. Don't sleep on Power, the show. Listen, family, I ain't seen it, but I heard some good things. All right, so let's see. The SPY, I'm gonna go for like the five. Let's call it the 535, and let's see what that costs. Obviously, it's gonna change by the time the market opens up because the market has been pumping. And think about this, family. We just we were just playing a 514 call option like last time we was on. Houston in the building. I see you, Buffalo, NY. Yo, shout out to New York. All right, so let's see what the 535 cost at the end of yesterday. It didn't load up today, right? Don't do that. But let's see what it costs if we even can see it. Nah, we gotta wait like 8 minutes or so. So it is what it is. Riverbank, I see you. I see you. I see you. Jersey in the building. Shout out to Jersey. All right, family. So hold up. Let me do something real quick, like I always do. I tend to like to trade with a little motion in the background, like I always do. You gotta get your brain right. You know what I'm saying? All right. I want to say something too. KGU in the building. I see you. I have not seen Power. Listen, man, I barely got time to do anything. You know, I've been watching, I've been rewatching The Wire for months. Some people got some time to sit down and watch it all straight. I just ain't have that time right now, so I've been watching it in stretches. Maryland in the building too. Appreciate you. Yo, did I sneeze? Cause I feel like I have to. If I didn't already, appreciate you. Puerto Rico for the people. Hey, Switzerland. Shout out to Switzerland too. Are you actually in Switzerland right now? Yo, if you overseas right now, like not on the mainland, like I'm even talking about Hawaii or Europe or Australia or something like that, let me know, family, because I'm trying to see where the family at. I already see my dogs from New Orleans in the building, from Brooklyn in the building. Hey, 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 Georgia, hey, Pennsylvania. Oh, yeah, and I wanted to comment on that too, right? So check this. This is one of the most important things that I want you to think about. I always tell you, and actually, I'm not. This is a pop quiz. I'm gonna ask you a question. If I ever no, let's flip it around. Shout out to Taiwan, Dubai. Yo, that's crazy. Look at the family rolling in talking about they from overseas, man. Come on, Ireland in the building. Yo, come on, Brazil. Yo, we worldwide with it. We worldwide with it. Connecticut in the building. South Carolina, Alabama, Costa Rica. So, all right, check this. I want to see. This is a pop quiz. See who really been rocking with me. I had said this maybe once, maybe twice. You might not remember, but if you do, that'll really show me something. Every time the S&P hits a new all-time high, guess who else hit a new all-time high? Let me know. Shout out to Vegas. Every single time the S&P hit an all-time high, guess who else hit an all-time high? If you know what I'm saying. Because that's the foundation of my portfolio. Yep, VOO. Yep, exactly. Rick Gaines, you my dog. Yo, I would hit the Don DeMarco button if I had it with me right now. That's what I'm talking about. Yep, Stacy, exactly. You see the S&P hit all-time high? I'm richer than I ever been. Ever. Ever. You know what time it is. Yep. I'm in here with my dogs for real. Y'all remembering it? Yo, that's what I'm talking about. And you know why I'm saying this? I never say this to brag. I'm saying this to show you that if your foundation is in the S&P and the market is in a bull market, you should be going up. It should only be going up. because most of your money is in that. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, I showed y'all that picture like a mad times ago for years now. Foundation, VTI, VOO, right? I was doing VTI for a long time. Now I'm trying to balance it out with VOO. But either way, it's basically moving the same. So my foundation is higher than it's been, right? It's kind of like the basement of your house. Like imagine there was some type of something shaking up the earth, like an earthquake, and it's pushing your house up from the bottom. So everything is up because the S&P is up. So I tell you this, I had bought maybe $5,000 worth of VOO or something like that, like 2 months ago. And then 2 weeks after that, another five. And then a month after that, another five. And then I'm doing that. And people are like, yo, Keenan, you put 20K in the S&P 500, man. You buying at all-time highs. I'm like, bro, it's always going to be a new all-time high. And then we're going to get a low, and I'm going to buy it there. And then we're going to get a high, and I'm going to buy it there. And then my price is going to do this and be right average. So then when the average of the market moves up, I'm up way richer than I've ever been every single time. And the reason you got to do that is because what's going to happen is your investment is going to overtake your the money that you're putting into it. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to just give y'all an example of that. I showed y'all how to do the millionaire, what was it? A millionaire plan using and let me just go here right quick. I'm gonna show you the investment calculator again, but I'm gonna show you a new way to think about it. I'm gonna show you a new way to think about it. So here we go. Check this out. I want you to actually do this. So it's actually a difference between being a millionaire and being financially free, right? You kind of financially free, aka kind of financially independent at a certain point. There's gonna be a point in your investing where the money earned from your investments is equal to or greater than the money that you earn at your job. But the numbers can be kind of high. So let's say that you started and you had like, I don't know, nothing. You had nothing. And then after 15 years or so, at a 10% return, you could go lower than that. You want to be more conservative, but we just gonna stick to 10. Keep it fast, keep it simple. And let's say you've been putting up $500 a month. Let's say it's two people in your house and y'all both doing 250 each, right? Something like that. Whatever you could do. You've been doing this for 15 years, calculate that, and then check this. You put in 90, but it made 109 in interest, right? Your ending balance is almost 200K. 200K ain't that much. All right, then show me 200K right now then, if it ain't that much. Pull it up. You don't got it? Oh, all right, bet. So, all right, look at this. At a certain point in time, and look, this is the years on the bottom when you scroll down, the annual schedule. Start balance, the interest that you earned eventually is going to pass the money that you put in yourself. So at year 15, your interest is going to be 17K. So maybe you got to go a little longer than that, or you got to go a little harder than that. So let's put in 800, right? Because you've been doing this for a minute, you getting better and better and better. And let's just see. Ooh, if you was making 28K in a year, then your interest is actually adding that on. Let's say that instead of going super hard, like 800, you put it on 500 again, and you've been doing this for 25 years, right? You're doing this for your kid, whoever. You're doing this for somebody, I don't know. Boom. Let's say you was making 50K a year. At year 24, your interest is going to be making more than you're making. You understand what I'm saying? And notice this. It starts off slow. This is that snowball we was talking about. The first year, you're only going to get 200 in interest. The second year, 800, almost 9. But after you get to year 10, it's 8,000. You're just doing the same thing you've been doing, but the reward is getting greater because the interest is now adding money to your pot. And like I said, this is why you got to do this for years and years. If you did this for 30 years, right? And people just don't got the discipline, to be honest, and they can't do it. At 30 years, your interest will be making you 100K a year. So now, I know you're thinking, man, 30 years is mad long. Well, guess what? Imagine that your parents started this for you, and then you turn 30 years old, and then you just got to keep it going. You would have had it. You would have had it. You would have been making 90K a year on interest. 90K a year on interest. And yep, you would be a millionaire too. You would be a millionaire. And only all of you and your parents together would have only contributed 180, and 851 of that would have been interest. So I say all of that to say, family, getting rich out here is consistency. And to be honest, your superpower is right here. The additional contribution. You can't control what rate of return it is, but you can control this. So everything in your power got to be to increase this, but never decrease it. Some months you could do 700, do that. Some months you got to do 500 again. All right, yeah, it's a hard month. I'm just going to do the regular. But one month you could do 1,000. You got your income tax. You could do 1,500. Oh yeah, boom. But I'm never going lower than 500 because I want to reduce the years that it takes. That's the goal. So okay, that's my TED Talk again. Let's get back over here and let's go and look at the SPY and let's see what she got on her. So she's coming down a little, like a smidge in the pre-market. So let's throw her in the gamble zone. Hey, in the gamble zone, baby. She is overbought on the RSI just ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. We looking for that confirmation, baby, above here. And we are looking for confirmation down here. What do I think she's doing? I think she's coming to pick me up. I'm on a 5-minute time frame for those of you that don't know. Whittier in the house. Shout out to y'all. Yo, for real, 30 years go by fast. It's hard to believe when you 18. It's hard to believe when you're 20 years old. But I'm telling you, do I have this in a regular YouTube video? The answer is no, because I never thought about it in terms of putting it in a video till just now. But at a certain point in time, the interest on your money overtakes the money that you added in. And I'm telling you, family, you really could get to the money. You really, really could get to the bag. So I'm going to look right now, and I want to check SPY calls. I'm looking for more of a, not so much of a leap, but kind of a leap. A leap means like a longer kind of option. It's an acronym. So, okay, I'm going to the 35. I want to see what that is. And I'm going to give it out until when you go out like further dates, it costs more, right? But you could buy fewer contracts, but it'll cost more. You know how I usually get them between $30 and $70. Now I'm looking to get one that might be actually more than that, but it's just the cost that comes with getting a further date. So I'm gonna say like June. Let me go and look at my calendar because SPY got options like every day. June, like 20th or even 27th, right? So the 6th, the 13th, the 20th, and the 27th. I'll start at the 6th. I'm gonna look at June 6th SPY calls and see what they cause. Right? I'm trying to give myself some time. June. Okay, so far in June, they only got the 21st out so far. The market makers didn't make this one yet. So let's see what it's gonna cost for one at 535. If it's too crazy, I'll leave it alone. Right now, it looks like it's gonna cost like 1,000. Yeah, it's basically 1,000. $1,024. That's the 535. Right now, the SPY is kinda overbought, right? Ever so slightly. When you look at the RSI, which did I X out of that? No, I didn't. Let me pull this up, son. Yeah, here we go. It's at 72 on a daily, but we dealing with the Fed right now. My dog said this. He said, yo, I see you doing options a lot. Any swing or regular trades? I just picked up some bunk and I just picked up some Disney, right? Go look at Keenan's trades. And a lot of y'all be real confused, even though I show you the whole screenshot and I write it. I say, hey, look, Disney stock, entry here, and then the exit here. Or no, the stop loss is here, right? You shouldn't be confused by that. You shouldn't be confused by that. I'm on the 30-minute because I'm looking for a leap, family. Oh, I see. You talking about the gamble zone. I got you. It's still the same. It's still the same. But I'm looking for a leap right now. So I wanted to kind of be on a daily chart, to be honest. And that's at 70. That's at 70. So the RSI is kind of hot on many time frames. On the day, on the 70, on the 5, it's normal. On the 5, it's normal, positive. All right, yeah. With 50K, right? Would I buy VOO right now? So this is what I would do. I will buy it once a month, maybe like 10K, or every 2 weeks with 5K. Where can you find that profit calculator that I use? Google it. Google. So Google investment calculator, and it's gonna be the first thing that pops up. First thing that pops up. Tesla is pumping. I'm happy to hear that because you know I got a lot of Tesla. Oh, she pumping, right? But she not really pumping. Let's keep it real. Let's when in doubt, zoom out. You know what I'm saying? DraftKings hit a new 52-week high. Hold up. Oh, let's go, Prez. Hey, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. I might have to mention that today. I've been waiting for that. You know, we've been in DraftKings for like a month, and we a little early to the show, but hey, we got in, right? We got in at 42. So you love to see it. Love to see it. Now all of the hype could come. My family is sleeping on the Discord. My portfolio is up 400% in the last. Yo, come on, man. Everybody put 100 in the chat for my dog Brandon Miller. My man said he getting money. I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Put 100 in the chat. Let's show my guys some love and some support. Because it's a lot of hate on the internet, but not around here. We supporting. We don't hate. We congratulate. We love seeing other people win. Because we know that if other people could do it, we could do it too. Straight up. Straight up. Congratulate out here. That's how we getting down. We congratulating out here. Ain't no hate. Straight up congratulate. All right, so let's go back to the SPY real quick too. SPY, where we at? Here we go. So, all right, I might have to really jump into that call though. I know it costs a little bit more than I would usually get into, but I'm gonna get into a longer call and then also a shorter call, right? So I'm gonna get into that SPY. I'm gonna go out to June 21st. I want to check Delta. I want Delta to be really low because Delta is, no, I'm sorry. I want Theta to be really low. You know, Theta Jada, get you in an entanglement if you hold on to her too long. All right, so it's like $6. Yeah, like $6. I lose $6 a day holding on to this. But it's 1060. I'm gonna buy one contract. I buy two contracts of this. And this is the 535 for June 1st. I'm gonna buy that. I bought two of them. Or I'm trying to get two of them. Let's see if I get a fill. And I'll send it to you on Keenan's trades. Nah, the market trying to pump. Nah, she ain't fill. We might get a confirmation too, though. Let's be clear, right? We might get a little confirmation and look for that 526 like strike, 525, 526 kind of a strike. All right, boom. Let's see if I can get this fill. All right, boom. I'm filled. I spent like 2 G's on this, but this one I'm gonna hold for a bit. But I gave myself a whole lot of time. Remember, we don't hold options. I can't tell you what to do, right? But we don't hold options for longer than to the expiration. When you hold your option till expiration, you basically giving away. I don't want to get into the math. You got to take the classes, but you're giving away all of the extrinsic value, right? We ain't trying to be doing that. This is a bigger, more long-term option that I will hold for about 1 month, unless I get stopped out. So that's how I'm rocking with that, right? Unless I get stopped out. So for now, let me see. We got 2 minutes before we get another candle. So far, we're still in the gambles on. Oh, Rita, you know you my dog, but I got you over there. Everybody can't see the charts. I got you. I got you. Look, my dog can't see. All right. So, all right, look. Let me go add my stop loss on that while I'm waiting for this. We still in the gamble zone, right? We don't got the confirmation that we like to see. Our RSI is at 63, so she's cooling off. I actually like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. And then I'm gonna put my stop loss on for this option that I just got in. And it's gonna move, it's not gonna move hot and fast like the other ones, but it should move decent. You know what I'm saying? But either way, I talked to somebody yesterday, because you know how we got a KGU, but then I'm also a part of the stock squad. So I'm talking to one of like the stock squad members, and this is like a person who's a supporter. It's not Josh or Larry or Mo or nobody. So, and they were telling me, they're like, yo, man, I'm down, man. I'm down like 40% on this play. Like it was just a play. He just got in. He just wanted to talk, because you know how you could talk to us in the chat. So I'm talking to him and I'm like, yo, 40%. Like where they do that at? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. Like 40%. Why you didn't cut out of that, man? Why you haven't been cut out of that? And then he just lost and didn't know what to do. So I say that to say, even if you get into a long-term option, even if you get into a stock that you feel like is a good one, you got to pair it with a stop loss. Just do it. Just do it. You understand what I'm saying? Just do it. Yo, ain't there a Nike quote? Oh, look, just do it. Just do it. It's gonna be in your best interest, unless you don't like money. If you don't like money, then I don't know. That's what it sounds like to me. When you don't put your stop loss on, you might as well be saying, yo, yeah, I don't like money. I'm gonna be like, yeah, hey, me and you, we just can't relate in that. Having a love for money, we ain't doing that. But having respect for money, that's whole different. So okay, my stop loss, I don't want to have it too tight because I know it could fluctuate. So I'm gonna put it on like 850. So if I lose this, if I lose this, but I got a lot of time. Let's say I lose like close to $300, but I'm not gonna lose $2,000. You understand what I'm saying? I put $2,000 in, but I ain't going looking to lose no 2 G's. Nope. Even if I was to lose like 500, the name of the game is keep your losses small, so that when you do win, you can make up all of those losses so quick. You can make up all of the losses so quick. And then one thing that I'm doing too on KG, on Keenan's trades, is I'm putting a little summary of the whole trade under it, right? So SPY, call. My entry was at a little summary of it because I feel like it just helps to be able to keep track of the whole trade. My entry was at 1066. My stop loss is at 850. My initial stop loss is at 850. Boom. Summary. So now I'm waiting for this. Exactly. Calculate the losses before you jump into a trade, especially if it's a hot trade and you in and out on the same day. Come on, man. Any word on Reddit? The thing I want you to be cautious about is if you get it, I would get the stock. They might not even have any options as soon as it opens, but I would get the stock and then I will put a stop loss on it. Like there's going to be no charts on it, right? No charts at all because it's new. So there's no lockup period at all. So it has the chance that an insider or somebody like that could just say, yeah, I'm done with Reddit. I've been dealing with Reddit for the last 20 years. I'm done. So this is a good question. So I keep the loss. You mean losses? I keep the losses small, but then it comes down, it kicks me out, and goes back up. Now listen, if this is your issue as a trader, you doing way better than I say 70% of traders. If your issue is your losses are small and then it runs without you, I want you to understand the other side of this, where people losses are big and then they sell and then it runs without them. Before I had this kind of a strategy, I lost in the past, like in one trade. I told everybody this when we were doing the event in LA. I lost like 20 G, like 22. Like I was just not letting go. I'm just, ooh, holding on, holding on, holding on, holding on. I've since made it back. You know what I'm saying? But not just doing one trade, doing many trades and then making it all back. But I never had to even experience that. But some people hard headed and they a knucklehead, and I was being a knucklehead, and then I lost. And now it took me this trade, that trade, this trade, that trade to make all of the money back. So now, look, the technicals win again. We in the gamble zone. Never confirmed out. Never confirmed out. So if your losses are small and you getting kicked out early, you be all right. You be all right. It's simple as that. But shout out to the technicals. They won again. Now, that option that I just jumped in is basically flat because it's so far out that it's not really being impacted like this. My dog said, Keenan, should we still do a stop loss a bit bigger in that case or still straight with the rule? You got to think of a dollar amount that you're willing to lose. That's the best way to go about it. It's even better than percentages when you think about the dollar amounts. Like calculate it. If you got one share at $10 and your stop loss is at $8, you're gonna lose $2 per how many shares you bought, right? Calculate it like that. Yep, here we go. So my dog said this. Let me go. Use your testimony, family, to freaking basically help people out. My dog said this. He said I lost 12K before using the stop loss. Made it back, but it took over a year to be in profit, and that's a way harder problem than your losses are small and it's running without you. Never used stop loss before. I'm telling you. My dog said, "Yeah, you got your cheeks clapped. That's crazy." I tell you this, and I just tell y'all because y'all family. I don't really say stuff like this on YouTube. I'm up tremendously. I'm up tremendously. You know what I'm saying? Tremendously. But I was not using my brain. You know what I'm saying? I was not using my brain, and I try to help other people to use their brain. But sometimes you got to get burned to learn. That's yo. I'm telling you, I'm learning from y'all mistakes. So y'all losses are my losses now. Yo, I'm telling you, you know what? That's the exact opposite of the government. They don't lose with us, right? The government is like this. When you win in the market, they right with you. Like, oh, we just won. They here you go. Oh yeah, we just won. They coming to take their cut. But if you lose, that's your loss. They ain't there for that. Nah, that's your loss. That's your loss. That's your loss. So okay, right now, what I'm waiting for is the technicals to kind of clean up. And I want to say this too, right? I don't know if I put no, I didn't do the trident on it, but I was saying Nvidia, there it has a established floor now. Like believe it or not. Oh, here it is. About 850. It's established a floor. And it's just been tested and like retested and tested and tested. And it just it's really a floor there. Let me see if I can show you here. Look at this. Came down, it's about 850. And it kept retesting it. If you look at this, it's kind of a wedge. Like it's like descending. But 850, the only thing with Nvidia is that the options is super, like they get expensive, right? But we got this descending kind of a wedge right here, and the floor is 850. So if you bought it at 850 and it ran up, boom, you made some money. Especially if you jumped out and bought it again at 850 and it ran up, but it might come back for the retest. But then we'll see the real story on Nvidia. Once you get to like the peaks of these wedges or like whatever you would call this, that's when the real show happens. But it could be in how many days? Maybe like a month, maybe less than a month. But that's when the real show happens. SoFi is coming down for the confirmation. Yo, I'm telling you this. Every time that SoFi stock, look at this. Every time that SoFi stock is in the 730 range, every single time, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait for a little bit. Like it's above that, 760, something like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait for a little bit. I'm gonna wait for a little bit. People mad. Man, come on, man. Just load up on it now. All right, you load up on it now then. Why did you sell Disney? I didn't sell Disney. I bought Disney. I bought Disney. Unless my stop loss hit. Other than that, it didn't sell. Nope. I'm at literally at break even. It's at my break even right now. Like I'm at zero. Zero, zero, zero. Speaking of Nike, do you think it's a great buy? So Nike is interesting, right? Because they got their earnings. I had spoke on it in a video, but I forget exactly what day. Let me go back to the earnings calendar and let me just check. Yo, I swear I just typed NKE, Nike, 100. So they at a really pivotal stage right now where we're going to see people are just waiting for these earnings to hear what happened. Let's just go and see. Oh, actually, I'm looking at their stock. Let me go to their earnings calendar like I said I was. Yeah, it's today. Post market. If you did play it, it'd be like a lotto. But let's look and see what might Nike want to do. Dang, Nike was getting cooked up. Yeah, so if they had like some blowout type earnings, then they would try to go to like not 220, like 120 or something like that, right? Shout out to Rel. I see you, big dog. You said you short in Coinbase. You short in Coinbase. Yo, Coinbase, man. Let me tell you something right now. If you ever buy crypto off of Coinbase, do not. I know some of y'all gonna listen, some of y'all not gonna listen. But I'm gonna tell you like it is. Do not use regular Coinbase. Go to Coinbase Advance. It is free. Use a limit order. If you don't use a limit order, you're gonna be paying the highest price every time. And you're gonna pay the highest fees every time. Don't use it. For example, if you put $500 in the Coinbase and you go and buy some Bitcoin or you go and buy some Shiba Inu or Floki or whatever, what's going to end up happening is you're going to put 500 in and you're going to end up with $480 worth of crypto. And then you're gonna have to come back up $20 on that just to break even and then get in profit because of the fees on Coinbase, regular Coinbase, and they gave you the highest price that whatever was on the market, the highest price, absolutely. So don't do it. And then when Bitcoin is pumping up or crashing down, they site don't work no more, so you can't even get out of it. So they running the numbers up on you. They running the numbers up on you in a bad way, real bad. So you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Just be cautious. We're using regular Coinbase. I made a short on it to show you how to use a stop loss on it, but the fees are nuts. But I tell you this, since the fees are nuts and so many people they just want to buy it now, right? And they got no patience, Coinbase is using that against you. They're using it against you. They're going to make a lot of money off of a lot of people doing that. You just got to find your ways around it. And they know. They know. That's why they offer Coinbase Advanced, because they know that they were losing customers because people were like, yeah, I ain't going to go to Coinbase and get fleeced. I'm going to go and use something else. They're like, oh, no, no, no. If you ignorant, you get fleeced. If you are in the know, you don't get fleeced. Just use this other thing. Just click this button and you won't get fleeced. Wait. So you telling me you are penalizing people for not knowing? That's kind of dirty. I look at Coinbase sideways behind that. I look at Coinbase real sideways behind that. Dang, family. I lost 80% of my portfolio last month on Coinbase until I saw your stop loss video. Family, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you mean just crypto too, by the way, because, ooh, having 80% of your portfolio in something hot like that, yeah, Coinbase a little goofy. Exactly. Coinbase Advance is yo, customers, come on, man, come back, please, please. Y'all saying Tesla getting clapped? Let's go on, let's see. First of all, let's see if SPY is still trading that gamble zone or not on a 5 minute. Yeah, she's still there. She's still in the gamble zone. And since my option that I got in for like 2 G's is so far out that I ain't really worried about it right now. I got babysit. I got a stop loss on, but I ain't worried about it. So all right, boom. Let's go and let's see what y'all said about Tesla. TSLA. Oh, she getting cooked. She getting cooked. She is getting cooked. However, let's zoom out. If we zoom way out, you're going to be like, dang, she really getting cooked. Look at this. But if you zoom out a little bit less than this, like kind of medium, you can see that around like the 160s, there's a pop, right? So seeing Tesla in the 160s, you could try to play to see if history repeats itself, because we do kind of have like a bottom here and a bottom here. And there's two opportunities that you could jump into actual calls for Tesla to, like, I'll call it, it could go back up to like 178 or so, but I would say I would get into like 175 calls and try to like ride it back up and jump out. But that would be a straight momentum play off of a pop, right? That would be it. A momentum play off of a pop between about 167 and 170, like somewhere in there. I jump into a call, or I'll be willing to, and then ride it up and then jump out around 175, 176. Apple is tanking. Apple is like one of the headliners on the news today, right? Because they're getting sued by the Department of Justice about being a monopoly in the App Store, scamming, and all of that. That's what they're saying. And the funny thing is, right? They're saying that the App Store is scamming. I ain't got scammed by the App Store before, never. Guess why I ain't never got scammed by the App Store? Because first of all, I only use free apps most of the time, and then the second time is I don't make apps. Right? The real thing is Apple takes 30% of any app store dollar. Like if you spend $1 on the app store, they getting 30 cents of it. And they're saying that this is a monopoly, this is not good for business and blah 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 for other businesses. So they're not sticking up for you trying to fight Apple. They sticking up for already big companies. Keenan, do you use a stop loss on your long-term investments? It depends on what. Like VOO or something like that? No. Absolutely not. Because I'll just buy more. You missed a SoFi entry, try to order a few days ago. You might get another chance. Don't sweat it. Right. That's right, Jackie. That's right. She said just switch to Coinbase Advanced. They trying to switch me back. Now, I'll admit, I be going back and I be taking a little sneak peek. I be like, yo, let me see something on regular Coinbase. But the reason I do that is because I like how it looks. But I'll never buy it on regular Coinbase. Never. So let's actually use Coinbase to our advantage and let's see if they're gonna get us paid. So okay, if we did throw the gamble zone in earlier today, it would have looked kind of like this and like this, right? So then this candle right now, I guess we're on a 30-minute, potentially would be our confirmation candle right here. The only thing I don't like, or there's two things, is that the RSI is at 69. Jackie, excuse me, girl, I gotta take you down for real quick, real quick, so I can show something. Two things I don't like is that we have a psychological wall up here at 270, right? We have a psychological wall, and the RSI is at 70. But I'm gonna go to Coinbase, and I'm gonna look up call options for, like, let's call it 275, just to see what they cost, see if it makes sense. Because this technically is a confirmation candle towards the upside. This green one that lives totally outside of the gamble zone right here. So let's go and look. But this ain't an A plus trade though, because we at a psychological level right now of resistance. Options, Coinbase. Let's see, 275 expiration on the 22nd, aka tomorrow. About $400 for that. 440, 475. So the spread is kind of trash too. The spread is kind of trash. Oh, the spread is basura. Basura, family. Eek. Nasty. Nasty work. Nasty work right here. The bid is 430. The ask is 470. So that means if you bought it, you will be down $30 or something immediately. Immediately. Yeah. Does your stop loss stay exactly how you had it? Yeah. Nothing changes. It's just how you looking at the platform and what options you have. Yo, you asking good questions, and I tell you this. Like, why does the government not care about its people? There's no benefit in hurting us. On an individual scale, family, there is actually a lot of benefits in abusing people, like when you in the government. Because if you keep people ignorant, then you could use them. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of tactic the government is kind of using on you. So it's like this. Let's use the simplest kind of analogy ever for this. Imagine that you are a doctor, right? Imagine you're a doctor and somebody keep coming to you because, man, they just got this headache. And you know every time they show up, their insurance got to pay $1,000 and then they got to pay a $50 copay. So you getting $1,050 literally every time they show up. So you tell them, yo, take these pills right here. Take these pills right here. And I'm going to give you a prescription just to see if the headache go away. and they literally charge you, and they don't pay for the pills either. You got to go to the pharmacy to get the pills and pay for that too. They ain't helping you. You pay them over a G, including your insurance. They give you some pain pills. You go. They never solve the problem. They know how to solve the problem, but they don't. They tell you, yo, if your headache come back, you come back. They give you some pain pills. Your headache go away. Ooh, this doctor is great. You come right back, same headache. Doc, it just came back. I don't know what to do. You know what? Take this higher prescription. It's gonna go away even faster. You take that, you go to the pharmacy, spend more money, and now you back again. And now you in a loop of feeding the doctor some money, right? Let's say that you're a plumber and you know if you screw it, you screw the pipe just a certain amount, screw the bolts in, but not too tight. After like 20 uses or so of this sink, it's gonna loosen up again and they're gonna call you back. Like they keeping you ignorant and feeding you scraps of help, feeding you scraps of what you need, and then they are getting fat off of you. So that's really what it is, family. That's really what it is. So the benefit of hurting you is that you then rely on them. You are then dependent on them to alleviate whatever suffering you have. That's why I'm trying to help you in the market so you could alleviate it yourself. The funny thing is, right? They say the 9 to 5 that you might be working is the cost that it took to kill your dreams. And that's a double-edged sword kind of a saying, right? Because I get it, but I think that you could do both, at least in the beginning. Work your 9 to 5 and use it to fund your dreams. Use it to fund your investments. But yeah, family, the spread on this is super nasty. So I'm looking at Coinbase and I really don't like the spread. So I'm not gonna get into that. I'm gonna leave it alone. And I'm gonna go over here and see Spy. She's trying to wake up a bit, just a bit, but she's still trading the gamble zone. Apple looked like she's wanting to bounce off of the 175. Do a video on VOO, the whole compounding part. I'm telling you, family, you buy VOO at the foundation of your portfolio, and you're gonna really win long term. I had seen a video yesterday, and let me see if I could show y'all. It was honestly Warren Buffett, and he was talking about how. And yo, let me tell you something about Warren that people didn't really know. It seemed to me like Warren wasn't rich when he was like young. He's kind of like he wasn't average though. Like I think he was a little bit rich, like a little bit rich. He said he put in $114 into his first investment, and that don't sound like a lot, right? But this was 1942. So when you think about 1942, who had $100 to put into something speculative back then? You know what I'm saying? He said it'd be worth 400K today. Obviously, Warren worth 100 billion, so he's doing okay. You know what I'm saying? But he had some money. Don't get it twisted. Dang, somebody said, Nico said they fleecing McDonald's like that. I never thought about that. He said the same thing the company that makes the McDonald's ice cream machine does. They sell the machines that need constant maintenance so they can make a killing on servicing them all the time. That's right. Yo, you just knocked it out the park. They trying to service you all the time. Therefore, you would never be independent and you would never, ever, ever break free of the brainwashing. Gamble Zone is actually quite simple, big dog. Quite simple. And I'll explain it to you very slightly. You say you try to draw it and you're having trouble. Literally just look, right? Let's go to Nike and let's try it there. right? You look for the peak. You got a candle that's moving now. I call it the current moving candle. Look at the peak. This is the peak right here. Boom. Right? And then you got a low. Remember, the wicks do count. The wicks do count. Boom, the low. The first high and the first low. It could be the low happens first and then the high, but it don't matter the order. But yo, Coinbase is pushing still, like we said, because it broke out of the gamble zone, but the spread was too nasty on the option, so I didn't want to do it. Spreads are important when you really think about it. Look at AMD. Is she getting money or the chart's looking funny? Okay, a little swoop. Yo, look, the Nike swoosh almost. Except things don't curve back in time, but almost. The answer is yes to this. Does VTI and SPY go up the same? Yes. Because the SPY is, when you think about what stocks it is, most of VTI is it. Like the weight. Most of the weight of that ETF is the Fortune 500 companies. Yo, it said Nancy been killing this since 1885. Yo, come on, man. Right. He said, why you think they ain't find a cure for cancer? Imagine curing cancer. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. They cure cancer. They're gonna be like, man, listen, we cure cancer, we're gonna cure getting paid. I don't want to cure for that. I want to keep getting paid. My dog said, coin was the move. The option is up 36% already. Family, I ain't getting into no nasty spread. Nope. However, the charts told us that it would move, but I wasn't getting into no nasty spread option. If that's how you roll, I hear you. I hear you. You up on everything you bought yesterday. Should you sell? You're gonna end up selling early on some things. SPY is trapped. Coin is jacked. Tesla look like it's want to do a little reverse. Yeah, the whole market's pumping a little bit. Let's actually go look at Bitcoin, see how she's doing. BTC USD. Yep, she's pushing. She just passed this double top that she had from, dang, 20 nah, I'm way zoomed out. Let me zoom in. Okay, not yet, not yet. Huh. To be honest, on the 30 minute, let's go to the hour. On the 30 minute, Bitcoin is on a downtrend. So Bitcoin is probably gonna stay on this downtrend unless we could pass, what is that? 68. Let me see what that is. 60, yeah, about 69. 69,000. Bitcoin is trapped unless we could pass that level of resistance. And Coinbase is heavily contingent on that. The money is in the treatment, not the cure. Yeah, CVNA. Let's look that up. That's Carvana, right? Let's zoom out on her. Mm. They say men only want one thing, and this is it right here. Look at that. Look at that. Let's zoom out even more. Sheesh. She look even better than I thought. Look at that. Let's zoom way out. It's probably not as good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's real good, family. From 40 to 89. When was this? Just last month. Just last month. Let's keep it real though. Carvana is a trash of a company. Let's not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? This thing used to be $300, almost $400 in 2021. So let's not get it twisted. Have I ever heard of Litecoin? Yeah, but remember, they just trades. They just trades. This is a great question, and I want everybody to really think about this. Will Shiba come back down? It can, and it's likely to come down when Bitcoin comes down. But understand this, right? Whenever you get into every single cycle of Bitcoin, there's a Bitcoin winter where it's asleep. There's a Bitcoin summer, we'll call it, where it's on fire, it's hot. Every Bitcoin winter that happens on the cycles, a lot of altcoins, a lot of hype coins get left in the dust. And there's a new hype coin on the block. And there's a new few hype coins on the block. Now, and we were talking a little bit about this on the live stream. People get so caught up in the movement of the old hype coins, the old meme coins, that they miss out on the newer ones. So like, let's say, for example, you was down with the Doge army, like you so down with the Doge army. At one point, Doge was the new dog on the block. And then boom, next cycle after that, shiba inu. Next cycle after that, Bonk coin, Pepe coin. You know what I'm saying? So when Bitcoin falls asleep again, what happens is this. Initially, when you the new hype coin, you going up 1,000%, 100%, or even 100 times. And then next cycle, you might go up 300% or 3 times. And then next cycle, you might go up 50%. But you kind of lose in your steam. So then the newer ones are the ones that could go up 100%. But then next cycle, they're going to lose some of their steam and then be kind of stuck in the 300 range, which is still great. But when you want like 100x on coins or even something like that, then you do have to actually think about the newer coins and not just be so stuck on the old coins. And a lot of people are so stuck on it. Like XRP, for example, like that's one that can move, right? But a lot of people are married to it, but they don't realize that every single cycle we get a new wave of hype coins, and then people are just switching from one to the other one and one to the other one. And then other people are missing out on gains that they could have because they so married to the old ones. So let's see. But yeah, Carvana's trash. But it's a good trade, right? Just because something is a trash company, that don't mean it's a bad trade. Spy, let's see what you got, man. Come on. Okay, so she's trying to push up a little bit more. She's trying to push up a little bit more. I'm still at basically break even with that long June call. But that's how I go with those. They be asleep for a while, and then sometimes they wake up. Coinbase, it did hit the 75 mark, 76, and now it's coming back down. But I'm telling you, watch those spreads, family. Watch those spreads. When you're getting in the trades with bad spreads, I'm telling you, all you're gonna do is just lose. You're just gonna be a loser, and I don't want you to be a loser. Oh, Hood, yeah, we were talking about Hood. It was just $19, and then it went to 17. She pumping. Oh yeah, yeah. All right, she moving. She moving. I ain't gonna lie. She moving. I ain't gonna lie. Spy's chilling. Who you got winning for March Madness? Family, I ain't really been paying attention. I ain't been paying attention at all. You got to tell me. I don't have a stop loss on my Tesla, my Apple, my Amazon, none of that. None of that. I got these in my retirement account. The only thing that'll get me out of these is if they change their business. right? If Apple starts selling cheeseburgers and they stop selling phones, if Tesla stops selling cars and batteries and they start selling, I don't know, light bulbs. This is what they doing now. I ain't trying to be in the cheeseburger and light bulb industry. You know what I'm saying? That's not how I'm doing it. So okay, SPY, she's trying to wake up, right? We are somewhat ish near the confirmation. Let's go back and let's look. Now, if I get into a call with this one, I might not do a 0 day to expire. Like, you know how I jump into a call and then we be in it for like 5 minutes and it'll move up like 20% quick, or it'll come down like 10% or something and kick me out. Like it'll be like one or the other. So what I'm doing, or what I'm about to do for this, is I'm thinking about getting in one that's like, let's call it 2 weeks out, right? So if today, let me go to my calendar again. Today is the 21st, April 4th. So April 4th date, the 5:30 I want to look at, or maybe even a 5:29 or whatever they got. So they got the 5:26, the 5:25. Yeah, so the 5:26 and the spread on this is good. So it's 354 right now. Let's say that I bought three of them, right? All right, 300. So she didn't confirm. Remember, she didn't confirm. I'm trying to balance it not confirming yet with time. I'm trying to use some time. The RSI is 62, which I'm cool with that. And she didn't retest, so I didn't get it yet, right? But I'm looking at I read it to you again. 5:26, April 4th. That's the call I'm looking at. She trying to come back and retest the highs. So one way that you'll know that it happened quick is you see this number right here, 524.01. The number will jump from this side over here to here. And then you'll know that we hit a new high on the day. Family, what are you talking about? I forgot. You said one of the reasons why is because new ones are hard to buy. Let me know, family. I totally forgot what we talking about here. Oh, the crypto. The crypto. Sometimes it is a little hard to get your hands on it. Sometimes it is. She's still in the gamble zone. Right now, that option I'm looking at is 344. Right? The SPY 526, 343. She's still in the gamble zone. But the buyers and sellers is almost matched up. And we are seeing some structural support right here. Now I'm seeing some sellers trying to wake up. Now, we ain't do this in a minute, right? I ain't trying to overhype it. But let's go and let's take a quick sneak peek at the little 1 minute crying baby chart. Okay. When you look at the 1 minute, just know you looking at a crying baby. 1 minute is, next minute is cracking up. Next minute after that is laughing hard. So we just taking a little sneak peek. On the RSI, we have 58, which is still strong. On the 1 minute, on the RSI, we have 59 here. That's strong too. We still got literally zero confirmation. But I'd be willing to hold this overnight if I'm being honest. So I'm gonna jump in. I'll buy three and one, right? So I'll buy three and then I'll buy one if I need to average down. But I do want to see, we got 3 minutes before we could get a confirmation or not. I don't want to be down at all. Right now it's at 348 and we just on this line. And we on the 5 minute. You see zero open interest on Robinhood? Probably because everybody traded today. Or today's options today. But this is 2 weeks out on the SPY. It'd be all right. You don't really got to worry about liquidity with SPY. If you can't get out of a SPY option, then HELL probably done froze over. So all right, RSI. I'm on a 5 minute. It's at 61. The buyers and sellers is pretty much have an agreement that the price should be about 48. Come on, baby. You on the 5? I'm on the 5. You can see it right here in blue, highlighted in blue, just for you. Oh, hold on, you over here, just for you, baby. So here we go, 62. Yeah, she's showing strength. She's showing some strength. Remember, I was telling you, if you see that number jump from here to here, then boom, that'll be a sign. But we still didn't confirm. Don't get it twisted. But it's not as urgent because I'm willing to hold it. Which strike am I looking at? 526. 526. Expiration April 4th. But remember, I always pair my buys with a stop loss. I did read the Greeks. How? If you're on Weeble, you could just like scroll to like the left and then you'll see him. But I wouldn't hold this for like an extended period, to be honest. How long we got on this? 1 minute? 1 minute left on this candle? All right. Let me see. Let me see. All right. So I'm going to get this one in a shot and I'm going to hold it overnight. Come on, can we get a confirmation soon? This one going to close in a minute and then nothing. But I'm going to get this one a shot and I'm going to hold it overnight. I'm going to tell you where my stop loss is at. I'm going to post it all right now. However, remember, no confirmation yet. But I'm going to give myself some grace here because I got a lot of time on it. It's not like a 0 day. So let's, okay. Hey, better prices coming. Better prices coming. Better prices coming. Yo, I'm telling you, the technicals will save your life, bro. I was about to click this right now. Yo, no confirmation. No confirmation. Jeez. Gamble zone, gamble zone, gamble zone. I'm literally like, yeah, I'm gonna give myself some grace on this one. I'm about to just, but I knew it was time to literally like click this button and then drop. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, yeah, but I'm about to take it. I'm about to just take it. I'm about to take this as an opportunity. Here we go. And I'm gonna hold it. So, all right, boom. Even though we in the gamble zone, I know we are. 30. I'm gonna buy 3. I could buy 4 now probably. No, I'm gonna buy 3. I said I was gonna buy 3 and 1. So this is at 3 and 30. I'm gonna try to get that and take this as an opportunity and a blessing. So all right. Boom. I'm executed and I'm in at 329. I'm posting this. Yo, I'm telling you, if I'd have clicked a second, a second, yo, the technicals went again. You said Apple DOJ announcement? Yeah, they said something new. You said you about to send a message, don't do it. Yeah, so I'm in. And I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it for a little. And let me put my stoppie on too, right? We ain't, just cause we in, that don't mean I'm gonna be a fool now and just say I can just lose whatever on this. So I'm gonna go and put my stoppie on. So now I got 3 contracts of this. I'm willing to lose, let's say $100 to try this. So then I got in, let's say 229. Let me out. Not 229, 299. 299. Let me out. I'm done. That'd be just about $100. 299. Let me out. That's my risk tolerance for this play. Remember, you keep your losses small, and then when you win, it'll be easy if you do lose to get it back. So, all right, I'm posting these to Keenest trades. I got in at 329. My stop loss is on 299. Remember, whatever you give to the market, it can't be that much. SPY call entry is at 329. Stop loss is at 299. So I basically lose like $90, like max, like on that. If she decided to come back down, but I'm holding it for a little. Lisa, thank you. Stop loss. How to do a stop loss. I don't know if y'all could click that link or not, but save that. Tesla getting rejected off the 13. Yo, gamble zone. He said gamble zone, don't miss. Yo, I'm telling you, yo, you will get smoked behind trying to trade before the confirmation. Right now on this option, I'm like exactly at break even. I know we in the gamble zone. I know we are. I know the sellers are right here. I know what time it is. But I'm gonna hold this for a few days. I'm not gonna hold this till expiration. I'm either gonna get kicked out, down $90, or I'm gonna get it's gonna run. Either one. But I ain't gonna hold it to expiration. I tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. Apple coming down, I see it as an opportunity. Oh, she came down enough that doing a put would have mattered and paid attention. Well, would have made sense, but we just then wasn't looking at it. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Let's zoom out a tad. 167. Profit price is the same. You said you did. You said, would you hold over the weekend? Yes. So check this out, family. If you didn't know, on the stock market, it's as if weekends don't exist, right? It's as if the day after Friday is not Saturday. On the stock market, it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday. The weekend is not accounted for. The only thing that can happen over the weekend is news. News. But news is important. If you heard today that McDonald's was poisoning the kids on purpose and they just invested in Boeing planes, you'd be like, yeah, McDonald's stock is going to crash. If you heard that on a Saturday, then you know on Monday it's over. You know what I'm saying? But that's a joke. McDonald's, don't sue me. Don't sue me. We know y'all not poisoning the kids, right? We know y'all not. We're going to leave that one up to interpretation. Yeah, My dog, Eli, he said that almost kicked him out on the spy, so she must be coming back. Let's see. Okay, little something. She's still trapped though in this little zone on the day. We can leave that one up to interpretation. Yo, yeah, y'all real funny sometimes. Y'all real funny sometimes. So AMD, right? I know AMD is getting cooked up. I know she is. But I think it's coming back down to where it's worth buying. So this is what I want to do, right? Let me see, where AMD? She keep popping up in one day to, let's call it 87. So I might, for my people who scared of options, my people who are scared of options, let me see AMD. Now, we've been killing it with AMD. I'm talking about, I think we was getting into like 80, like, I don't know. We've been killing with AMD, like 105, like we've been getting in like around there. I'm gonna, and I made a lot of profit on AMD. Right now, I'm thinking I'm going to do this. Try to put a buy order at like 176 on the stock, right? Like around here, like in this zone. Like if I was doing the trident, where I would wait, where I would buy, and where I would put a stop loss, I would put a trident like green, like in this. To be honest, even I could even extend it to like 174, and then I'll put my stoppie like here, like on 173, and try to ride that wave back up to the 180s. Like this was 187 today. She keep coming down, but she keep popping back up. So we very close to the top of the buy range for this one. Yo, my burger story been popping up lately. My dog said I went to the barbershop in DC to get a fade, and they tell me 75. Yo, I heard a funny story, right? You might not get it if you ain't up on like new kind of like slang. But this dude was like, yo, and I'm terrible at telling other people's stories. So he was like, yo, I went to my barber and I asked him for a fade. Next thing you know, he beating me up. Like something like that. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Don't you go asking no grown man for the fade. There's nothing like making money while you eating some fruity pebbles. Yo, fruity pebbles is straight. I can't even front. I ain't have none in a little bit though. You said you up 355 on your Apple put, get paid. Get paid. Cause she is getting smoked. And, yo, family, put a stop loss on that. It's at the RSI is at 9. It's at 9, Nueve. So I'm hoping that she coming to pick me up. Cause let's be clear, right? She's coming down, but she was already this same price like yesterday, 2 days ago. Ain't really nothing to fear really. Bag of hot Cheetos, $7. Yo, you know what's funny? You know who getting smoked out of all people who getting smoked with inflation? People who smoke cigarettes. People who smoke cigarettes is getting smoked the most. The price of cigarettes back in the day, I remember my grandma on my dad's side, she would smoke, I forget what it was, like Pall Mall or something like that. And I'm telling you, I used to be going to the store for my grandmama on my dad's side because she lived near me. And I'll be at the store, I'll be young. I'm talking about like 8 years old. And let me tell you something. They was selling your boy cigs, and I'm bringing them back there. It is what it is, right? I'm sure y'all got some stories too. Yo, shout out to Young Jeezy. You said you quit at the 30 plus years. Yo, family, put a heart in the chat for Red Dog. Put a heart in the chat for Red Dog. I know a lot of people who have really been struggling with nicotine addictions. Put a heart in the chat. That's love. That's what's up, family. Salute. Salute to you. That's a major thing. That's a major thing you did. Major. And we all salute you for that, for real. Lisa used to run to the store for a pack of Newports. Trav used to go for his mom's. Yo, I'm telling you, back in the day, they were sending us on them missions, family, to get them cigs for them. But yo, for real, shout out to you, fam. Look at all the love rolling in from the family. We proud of you. We proud of you. We know everybody, you know what I'm saying? We all walk different walks of life. We might laugh and we might joke, but at the end of the day, you did something major. Nicotine and cigarettes and addictions like that, they have a hold on you. And people don't understand the hold that these things have on people. And you shook it. So shout out to you again. Salute. That's so important. Salute. The love is rolling in, big dog. I'm telling you. Out here, we don't hate, we congratulate. But yo, Apple is getting cooked. Sheesh. Let's see what the spy. She's trying to come back again. So all right, that option that I'm in right now for 2 weeks out, I'm currently up $40. Right? So if you jumped in with me, you up $45. Right? You probably can't see it. Let me see. I took a screenshot. I'm gonna post it. It's up $45. Probably gonna be up a little bit more, 48. So if you scared, it's up $50. $50 is cool. $50 is cool. If you scared, go ahead and jump out of that. You ain't got to hold on. You made money. You understand what I'm saying? If you scared, jump out of that. It's cool. I'm gonna hold on to it for a little bit because I only got like $90 at risk, so I'm fine with that. But $50 is cool. $60. Oh, hey, she pushing, baby. She pushing. And this is a 2 week out option. She pushing. I love it. I love it. You got in at 351. Where we at right now? 346. I almost got in at 354, but then it just dropped. Yo, for real. They say it's almost impossible to quit. That stuff got a hold on you, man. For real. If you scared, go to church. I find that to be very good advice. And to be honest, if you're scared, just learn risk management. You know what I'm saying? If you have no risk management, to be honest, you deserve to lose. I'm gonna just tell you straight. If you don't have no risk management, you deserve to lose. When I was being a knucklehead and I lost that 22K, I deserved to lose it. You know what I'm saying? I was being a knucklehead. I shouldn't have been playing how I was playing. It is what it is. But a lot of people get scared out and then they lose and then they done. They done forever. And they, oh man, never. And they lose that opportunity cost. I said this before, I'm gonna say it again. Me and Larry was having a really powerful talk. And it's about how the average 401k by the age 65 got about $200,000 in it. 230,000 to be specific. If you would have did $5 a day for like half the time, you would have had like 200,000 again. Right? So you could basically double your retirement just from doing something actively on your own. So, okay, Bitcoin is actually coming down a little bit too. So Coinbase kind of stagnated a little bit after that pump, but Bitcoin is kind of dragging it down. I want to go and see if anything new has happened. Okay, so they came out with what's going on with Apple, right? So let's be clear. All of these companies hear stuff like this. So the U.S. sues Apple and alleges the tech giant exploits a monopoly. Right? This is the breaking headline news, and then under that, I don't know. It's about something about a war and a genocide. But remember the news. That's under the main news about money. Money is always the most important thing. If you thought your life or the life of people was the most important thing, don't be fooled by that. They show you what they think. This is the top news. And then this kid right here is the next news. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But they're saying let's try to see a little bit more if they let us. The Department of Justice, or the Justice Department, says the iPhone maker leveraged its dominance to block software and limit functionality of competing devices. So it's all about the App Store, just like we said. So what do they mean by that? Have you ever talked to your phone or talked by your phone? If you ever start talking about dog food, right? I'm talking about you just talking about dog food. You don't even have a dog. And I think somebody ran this experiment. Dog food, dog food, dog food. You just keep saying it all day. Dog food, kibbles and bits. You know what I'm saying? Dog treats. You keep doing that, you're gonna see dog stuff popping up on Instagram, on TikTok. You're gonna start seeing dog stuff popping up on like just Target ads of dog food. You're gonna start seeing that. And what's going on? iPhone, they block some of it. It used to be worse. Now they blocking some of it. And other companies are mad. And what they do is they call lobby. They lobby the Department of Justice. They lobby with the government, and they pay a lot of money to get other companies to change their ways. But you can't. It's kind of like telling your mom, I'm telling mom, you ain't letting me sneak and do sneaky stuff. I'm telling. So then they go tell big brother or big father government, let's say Facebook or Meta, for example, they lobbying against it. They go get the Department of Justice and sick the dogs on them so that they can listen to you hard. I'm telling you, they listen to your conversations. They way smarter than they way smarter than you would think. Mother passed in November. I'm sorry to hear that, and I want to say, rest her soul. She was only 62. You wish they would ban her. She stopped smoking and said she wished she never started. Listen, family, all you could do is carry on her legacy and make her proud. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your mother, and I'm really sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. Yo, family, Rashima, you on the Patreon? Send me a send me a message, like at me. You can't DM me because of the scammers, but send me a message. I wanna send you some money so you can send your mother some flowers and go put them on her headstone. If you writing to me and I don't see it, just try again. All right. So AMD, like we said, she coming down a little bit, but she bounced off of our level of 177. Coinbase is still holding on where it's at. We need to see Bitcoin pop up though. Mara. Let's not lose this one. Let's not forget about this one. So she popped up from last night. I might get into some Mara stock. I'm gonna go look at Mara right now. Mara is $22. Let's say I'm gonna go trade it, and let me look. RSI is nice and clean. I'm on a 1 minute, and I'm on a 5 for now. Yeah, stuff like that. It be impacting me, family. It be impacting me. I know how it is to lose somebody you love. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to support in any way I can. And sometimes it's not even about the money. It's about this. I want to foster an opportunity for you to reconnect and have a moment. You know what I'm saying? To get your tears out. You know what I'm saying? To get your energy straight. You know what I'm saying? So you go bring your mother some flowers. You go talk to her, and then it's on me. But I'm gonna look at Mara real quick. I'm thinking about picking up some Mara. Let me see. If I get 50 shares, that would cost me about $1,000, right? So I'm gonna get 50 shares of Mara at this current price right now. I'm gonna zoom out first and just make sure that it makes sense on the charts. It kind of does. So we're near buy zone ish. 25 could be our next target, like an easy target, but Bitcoin got to keep pushing for this to work out. So if I got $1,000 on this one. Remember, we don't get married to these things. We got to have a stop loss. My stop would be on like 19. Maybe not though. Yeah, like 19. All right, so I'm buying some tomorrow. Now she's volatile. She got a little bit of a hot streak in her. Let me see if I got in. Okay, I got 50 shares of Mara at $22.67, and I'm gonna put a stop loss on about $19. Remember, we don't go down with this shit. I appreciate y'all and family. You see, we all like to show each other love. You know what I'm saying? We gotta support each other. We all we got at the end of the day. We all we got. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna post this to Keenest Trades, and then I'm gonna show you my stop loss on Mara. So we got into two options: a bigger option for June, a 2 week out option, and then some stock on Mara. I also picked up some Disney stock just the other day and some Bunk token as well. So all right, Mara. I might not even play around Mara to be honest. I might even go like a little more strict on Mara. I might put my stop loss. Let me see. I don't want to play around Mara at all. At $20.15. That's where my stop loss is going. $20, and I ain't willing to lose much. Yeah, so far both of those options are up slightly, but they're up. I'm up like $50, but this is just one day. All right, so then Mara, I'm gonna go put my stoppy on. I'm gonna let y'all know. Stop, and then let's do $20.15. She come back to that, kick me out, please. I don't let me lose no more money than that on Mara. Going from 22 to 20. Notice, I can only lose so much. The floor, I'm keeping it real high up. I ain't playing with Mara. She want to be volatile. It is what it is. So I'll say maybe I'm in this to make a lot, but the max I could lose is like 100. So okay. So it's like I'm risking as if it's like $2, but I got 50 of the shares. So it's like 100. So I'm gonna put that little summary on the bottom, like I've been telling y'all. Mara, stock, and you know me, I like to walk you through. Entry was 22.67, if I'm not mistaken. Stop is on 20.15. All right, cool. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. If I see a price I like, gosh, straight. Did we have a confirmation on the SPY? Let me check. I don't think we ever got one, to be honest. Maybe. No, never. This one looks like it could have been, but it's touching the gamble zone. That don't count. Even the wick touching don't count. But I got in because I gave myself some time. Sending love. I'm telling you. Yeah, Mara shares. If you don't see a strike, it's shares. And I even wrote when you go to King's Trades, Mara stock. I'm trying to be extremely specific. Made 30 on Apple on the puts. Yeah, Apple having a bad news catalyst. Be careful though. Really be careful though. Because the RSI is freaking 12. Only news catalysts do something like that. Tesla back above the 200 EMA. Almost. It's struggling with it. Any thoughts on Lucid? It's a good trade, but as a company, Lucid is trash. Basura. Basura. All right, family. So I'm pretty much good. We in like 3 different things right now. I'm gonna let it be and let them roll. Either I'm gonna get paid or my stop loss gonna get laid. So I see y'all in the next one. Love y'all and stay safe out here, family. We all we got. Take care.